Hello and happy Sunday everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's amethyxtnix and this is a speed build renovation of Malaya Luna's micro-tier home. Yes, after 3 episodes I have finally renovated her home, and just have a look at these shots, this before shots. No wallpaper, there's no warmth at all. We've got a single light, a bed that looks like a sleeping bag, shower, sink, toilet and a cooler. But hey, at least we have a roof over our heads and a door. No windows though. But at last she will have a respectable micro-tier home by the end of this video. And if you haven't watched episode 5, no spoilers, but there is a surprise at the end which made me even more motivated to renovate her house. So without further ado, let's head on over to build mode. So first, you'll see me taking out the things we don't need. So for example, the broken fence and the garbage that's loitering around her house. And of course, the actual house itself. I left a tram and a pond because technically in episode 1, I made it seem like 526 Foundry Lane was originally going to be built into some sort of like a monumental park. However, the town didn't have enough budget for it, and the people in this particular section of Willow Creek were really very kind enough to let Malaya set up camp here originally. Anywho's, shorter video, which means a short voiceover. So for the exterior and interior, I really wanted to go for lighter colors. So when I'm editing this, hopefully I'll remember to insert the pictures which gave me the inspiration right about now. And one of the pictures made me inspire to put in a pop of blue, which I actually did for the doors and the windows, which you'll see very soon. And if you haven't seen any of the episodes yet, it wouldn't be a Malaya episode without her dumpster diving. So I kinda wanted to reflect that on the exterior and interior, like the materials she used are sourced from the dumpsters and she refurbished it. So for example, the column stair. And I also gave her a proper kitchen this time. Again, with a nod to the color blue, but I wanted a pop of yellow with the appliances, so the oven and the fridge, because it was looking a bit too dark for my liking. And lastly, I gave her a double bed because she's got an Ezra in her life now, and a double bed, seems a bit more fitting than having a single bed that looks like a sleeping bag. Forget what I'm doing here. I have no idea why I am building in the dark. I think it was because I didn't have enough simoleons and I didn't want to waste 50 simoleons on a light. And another thing that I did, of course, is I spruced up her garden. I also wanted to give her a woodworking bench because we've established that sculpting is her creative outlet, and a clothesline for her to do laundry. So while you see me furnishing the inside, I think, to be honest, this is my first time making a tiny home, and there were definitely a few mistakes. So for example, originally I had 31 tiles, but because I wanted to create a trim around the house, I didn't realize that by doing so, I ended up adding extra tiles, which made it 64 tiles, which you could probably see on your screens. Like, it actually says you've placed 64 tiles of 64. I did rectify that though, off camera. So this is still a micro-tier home with 31 tiles. And I also thought that it would be easier, but figuring out the layout turned out to be difficult too, because you'd have to figure out where you're going to put the kitchen, the dining room table, or the dining room, bedroom, living room, bathroom. And I opted in not giving Malaya a living room because she has the outdoorsy lifestyle, so she actually doesn't really like being indoors. So I didn't give her a TV or anything like that. We still have our fabricated living chair, which is in our household inventory, but there is literally no space for me to put it in. So once we renovate her house again later on, then hopefully we'll be able to put that fabricated living chair in. And not to mention remembering to have plants in the house, which I did start, but it's very, very limited with the amount of simoleons that I had left towards the end. And the fact that I had a budget, so we started off with at least 6,000 simoleons, and when I took out everything that we didn't need, I think I had about probably less than 10k simoleons. So working, or I guess building on a budget, was something new. So that's first for me as well. And again, it proved really difficult. So thank goodness debug and the live edit really did save me for this one, because obviously I was able to put in a fence and everything like that and didn't have to spend some of my simoleons. But yes, I really did enjoy making this, and there's something about landscaping, like whenever I would first start building, like the thought of landscaping would really get me nervous. But as soon as I start doing it, it's like painting. It feels really therapeutic. So I really did have fun, terrain painting the lot. But I really do hope that you enjoyed watching this speed build. I mean, it's very mini. It's a mini speed build. It's, I think, less than 10 minutes. As much as I had fun, although nervous being back in build mode and building it, and truth be told, I felt really rusty when I got back to build mode yesterday. But I don't know, I like her micro tier home. I think it suits her, and obviously when she turns into an adult and towards her later life, we will be expanding this and we will be increasing this into a tiny home. So never into a mansion or anything like that, but it will become bigger than this as per the rules of this particular generation. And of course, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you all into the next video, probably an episode of the Whimsy Let's Play. So see ya!